Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from your favorite brother-sister duo, sharing relatable life experiences, some tips and tricks, and a whole lot of stories.
We're coming up into the time where everybody's going to be getting sick and colds and this and that.
Yeah.
So if you want to do a microfiber towel, Lysol, spray it on there and go through the house and start wiping stuff down.
Yep. Remotes, light switches, doorknobs, those are the main ones definitely to keep clean.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome. Hey, today we're going to bring something a little bit different. And it goes with what we're always talking about, cleaning stuff and just keeping up, just everyday things, necessities that we all go through everyday life. So, which is the objective of our show. So today it's going to be cleaning tips, brands, products, just stuff that we use and we have found that we like. So we wanted to share
That
that with you.
actually works.
That actually work. That we found that works for us. So.
Right.
Obviously, do any of your own research. Don't take everything for granted that we tell you guys, just because different products may affect people differently. So just want to throw that out there. And the biggest thing that I wanted to throw out there before we really get started is do not mix chemicals.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I can't remember. Yes, it's definitely is. But you just don't know. I can't remember who in my family. I want to say it was my sister-in-law, but I can't remember. And bless her soul, she's not with us anymore. But I think she was cleaning a toilet or had cleaned a toilet and then cleaned the tub or something, or cleaned the floors is what it was. And she dumped the cleaning product from the floor stuff into the toilet, and she hasn't flushed the original clean stuff that was in the toilet, and it started smoking.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So be really careful.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Don't mix products up, guys. Okay. So
yeah, definitely. You don't want to be breathing that in or have
exactly.
it, get irritations on your skin or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would really ruin the day.
That would put a damper on your day.
Totally.
So,
yeah.
I wanted to throw that out there just to be safe, guys.
Totally.
And girls, gals.
Anybody who cleans.
Anybody, that's right. So that being that was a little tip that I wanted to share with that. The next thing I wanted to get into is, first of all, I wanted to ask this because we talked about this in our past podcast. What day is it for you today?
Oh, today is Wednesday, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I switch up my days, but I need to do bathrooms today.
That's what I'm going to tackle. I'm
going to do four bathrooms.
Oh, okay.
The whole house, but the one I kind of let the oldest kind of do his own kind of thing,
it's
responsibility kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of teach him when he gets his own place,
Right. So yeah, bathroom. Today's Wednesday. And yeah, it depends. Sometimes I switch it up a little bit, but I like to keep it on my schedule because it makes it a lot easier. Otherwise, yeah, it's just way too many things in a short amount of time.
Yeah, it is. And that's something that's like another good tip there is do a schedule for you guys, there is, I can't remember who exactly what the actual name of his page is called, but I think it's called Clean It Up. And he makes, he just shows a lot of good tips of cleaning general products, but he actually has a page where you can go in and print out like schedules.
Oh, like to make your own schedule?
Yeah, to make your schedule. And then he actually broke it down to like a bathroom, like steps. What
each thing to
do. So that was really neat.
Yeah, I mean, if you need that kind of a list and to like check it off, like I'm more of a paper and pen person, even with groceries or anything. Like I like the satisfaction of when I finish that, I can cross it off like it's gone. So I know everybody uses their phones for their notes or whatever, but I like to do it on paper because, yeah, it's like, oh, I did that. Yes. And cross it off the list.
You're so
And it's
old
not
school.
there anymore. I know. I just can't get behind that part. So, yeah, I mean, you could do schedule your whatever days it is and just write them all down. And whether it's 5 things for just that one room, like the bathroom, like you said, like, mirrors, baseboards, whatever, and just get it done as you can. I mean, it don't have to take like
Dun dun dun.
exactly. I
I just
have
put
a
it.
I have a notepad, no paper, and right here in front of me too. It's just I don't know. It's
It
old
works.
school, I guess. Whatever.
It works, but it's nice to have to be able to go back. I found that if I put notes on my phone, right,
Hmm.
in my notes thing, and then when I'm done with that, I just delete it, right.
Yeah.
But then I have to go back. Like if I have it, write it down. I can go
Hmm.
back in my paper, and, I don't tear it out, so I can go back and look at my previous notes. Which
Oh,
on
okay.
my phone, for some reason, I always delete it. I don't know why, but yeah. So that's a good tip there. It's just either paper, whatever works for you guys.
You're right. Yeah, whatever you or even print out a schedule that somebody else already made, whatever. But yeah, just but day by day, do one room at a time. If too much is 2 rooms are like too much for you or overwhelming or whatever, just do one room every day or one task every day and then it will get done. Sometimes I like to do the thing that I don't like the most, like the first just so I can get it done with
Yeah, I agree.
because then it's over. What
Yeah.
is your least favorite thing to do to clean? Whether it's laundry, dishes, actual cleaning things. What is your least favorite
Well,
thing?
well, let me talk about this because used to be cleaning the commodes were my like things that I hated the most. And I tell
Hmm.
you why. Because I have a furry four-legged animal,
Mm.
puppy, doggy, baby girl, whatever. And then I
Marley.
have a wife that has long hair. And I think she sheds just as much as Marley does. So when I go and
We
clean a
can't
commode,
help it.
I know. When I go clean a commode, I hated the every time I go wipe down a commode, for like the outside, dust it off and wipe it down. It's like I was just spreading hair and dust, right? And
Hmm.
then I could never get the final dust or hair off. But I have learned that if you use like a Swiffer duster
Hmm.
and dust everything off around the commode first, it gets all that stuff off. So
Yeah,
now it's
it's
like,
like a magnet that thing. I don't know what's
yes,
in there, but yeah,
it
totally.
works really well. So now I don't. It doesn't bother me as much to do the commode, but it used to be
Right.
that. Second would have to be baseboards, and I'll tell you
Hmm.
why. And it's not that I mind scrubbing or mopping down the baseboards. That part I don't mind. It's once I get in there, I start getting very detailed oriented on it, and I want to get every spot up, and then I see a
Hmm.
spot that may need a touch up of paint, so then it leads to that project. So then I do that, and then I was like, oh, I need some caulk in here too, so then that starts another project. So it just continues. So that's why I don't like it.
Right. I feel you there. Yeah. I don't like playing the baseboards either because
So
of that reason. Yeah. Then there's like spots that it's like, oh, it looks like it's dirt, but it's actually like dust that got caught or trapped
hmm
in the caulk or something. And you're trying and trying, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is not working. And I get out my magic eraser trying to get it out. I'm like, no, this is not, it's just, yeah.
what
I
do you
don't like
normally
that.
use to clean your baseboards, though?
Well, honestly, sometimes I do it often, so it's not, it doesn't get caked on like too
Right.
much like the dust. But sometimes I just use like a microfiber towel,
Uh-huh.
and so it can collect, the dust. I have one specific one just for that.
Okay.
Um, Sometimes I use the Swiffer, like you were talking,
hmm
the Swiffer duster, because
hmm
that again attract like magnets, like all of the dust.
Right.
Um, or sometimes even just like a paper towel with like a little bit of wet water or like warm water on it,
Hmm.
and that works really well. The magic eraser though does work really well. I have had scuff marks on the baseboards, from cars, from car crashes from Jackson or
Right.
whatever,
Right.
just from hitting it with a chair or something. And the magic eraser works. Mr. Clean's magic eraser, I should say, not
Huh.
sponsored, but that one works really, really well. It just like get it all, but you do have to be careful because it does kind of take off some paint if you
Oh.
put
Okay.
a little too much of the.
Elbow
You could just
grease.
wet it a little bit, yeah. Just wet it just a tiny bit, and then just enough to just kind of clean it just a little bit, dab it, and it's good. Otherwise, because I've used that on my walls as well, and then I noticed that took a little spot off. I mean, it lightened the wall, I should say.
No, maybe the rest of the wall is just dirty.
Well, I mean,
Right.
that could be too.
So, a DIY cleaning solution is water,
Hmm.
vinegar, and Dawn dish soap. Just put it in a squirt bottle, and you can go around. And that's one of the things that I use to clean the baseboards. It's just kind of like a all-purpose cleaner. It cleans really
Right.
well, so you can use that. That's what I use
No, yeah,
mostly.
yeah, that's a good one. Sometimes I use Mrs. Myers
Hmm.
multi-purpose cleaning thing too. If there's a lot more grime on there that I need to,
Right.
but
I like
usually
the Mrs.
it's
Meyer
not.
stuff. They're pretty
Yeah,
good.
and it smells really good too.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
have a
So.
couple of those products for the stove for but yeah, they're all like it's a cleaner version or
Hmm.
of products. There's like baking soda, vinegar and that kind of stuff. I mean, I guess you could make those yourself
Right.
also, but it's a little bit cleaner, not as toxic products. I mean, I
Right.
use both. I do use like, Clorox and bleach and stuff as well,
Right.
but I try to where I can to not.
Speaking about Clorox, let me show you guys something. Let's see. I got my little
It's show and tell time.
show and tell time here. Well, good God, if I grab the right one. So this is my like heavy duty cleaning product. That I use this for shower scum, glass doors, the tile in the showers or tubs, the actual tubs, commodes. I just it's my like all to go to general whole house cleaning stuff. This right here.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Clorox multi-surface cleaner and bleach.
Hmm.
Yes,
It
that
works
one
out
is a
really
good
well.
one.
And it's got like the string, so it does like the little point string and then
Hmm.
like a mist. So I like this. I actually got recommended this to me by my father-in-law, and I don't know where he finds some of this stuff because he got this. He just reuses the bottle,
Hmm.
right? And he bought a gallon
Oh, to fill it up.
to fill it up.
Nice.
And like the gallon was just like a couple dollars more than this one bottle was.
Hmm.
So that's
That's yeah,
I
that's a good.
recommend this. Not sponsored by Clorox. We bought this with our own money.
Right.
Hint, hint.
Yeah,
But
I know, right? That'd be great.
yeah, this stuff is
Uh,
like
I
great.
use that one as well, actually, because we have really the water is really hard, and in the toilets, I could clean it. Oft I do clean them often, but it still gets like the pink rim around it from
Yeah,
the hard water. And there's been times where I've sprayed that a little bit in there, and it was like magic. I looked back in the toilet and it was gone.
yeah.
So,
And
I
this
mean,
helps.
it's a strong smell, but I mean, it works. What
You
is
use
that one?
these?
No, I've never seen that kind of
Um,
sponge.
or I ordered these on Amazon, and this is what I use to clean the tile and the glass with
Okay.
countertops, whatever. And it's got like a little scrubby on it, and then it's
Hmm.
nice because you
I
can
would say it
hold
has
it.
a nice little handle
Yeah, if
there.
you could tell, this one's been used and abused. I mean, it's like, but
You've
it's
got
still
some
holding up.
some finger marks in there.
Yeah, it's it works really well. So, and use this on the outside of the grill when you're cleaning it. I
Oh,
use
okay.
what do they call it? That platinum Dawn dish soap, like trigger bottle.
Oh, the spray bottle one.
Yeah, I can't remember what they call that one. I use that,
Hmm.
and then
With
just
that,
kind of damp this and just scrub it down. And it just remember if it's stainless steel, scrub in one direction, not in circles. Otherwise, you're going to
or do
leave
you
that.
scratch it?
It
Or
can scratch it. Yeah, I haven't seen it do that because I don't
hmm.
scrub really hard, but this works for
Hmm.
like a lot of different stuff. Floors, you got
I
tile
would say,
floors. You
yeah,
want, yeah,
definitely. Especially the way that the handle is, like that would be
hmm,
a lot easier to
yeah.
hold on to.
Yeah, you can then like if you do your glass showers or whatever, your doors or even your windows,
Hmm.
um, you can use a squeegee and just you don't have to wipe it down or because then when you rinse it off the water, what do you leave? Hard
Yeah, you're
spots,
leaving
right?
spots. Hmm.
So that's a good one. And then you can put Rain-X that you use on your car windshield.
Hmm.
You can put that on your shower glass doors,
Oh, okay.
and it runs that stuff off. You could also use WD-40, and it
Really?
does not leave the oily film on it,
Hmm.
and the scum and water just rinses right off. So
Wow.
it takes longer for it to build up. It's still going to get on there eventually, but it
Right,
takes
but it's
longer.
not going to be the next time you
Yeah.
shower. Oh, that's
So that's but
interesting.
those two and that and this right
Yes,
here,
spray away glass cleaner. That is amazing. I
like
love it too. It's a foam
yeah,
spray, and use it. I use it with a microfiber towel, and oh, that cleans the windows and mirrors so good.
it does really good, and it doesn't have any pneumonia in it or
Yeah.
ammonia,
Hmm.
so it's good for like your car windows that have tint on them.
Oh, okay.
You can use that because you don't want to use stuff that has ammonia on tint because it takes the
So eat
color
it
out.
away.
So, but yeah, those generally those two products are my like to go
Your
to for
main ones.
everything. Yeah, like I'm getting right like today. Today's my little touch up day for the bathroom down here in the basement.
Hmm.
So those two products is really all I need just to do a
Right.
general touch up. An exception of the toilet bowl cleaner stuff.
Well, right. But yeah, it's nice to not have 500 products
Mm-hmm.
instead of just having just a couple for
Right.
multi-purpose uses. Yes, I totally agree with that. I like that
Yeah, and
idea.
then like, so do you use a special floor cleaner?
Yes, because we have a hardwood floors.
Right.
So it's like I can't remember the brand, of course. Now it starts with a BOUR,
Oh yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I can't,
Boyer, something like that.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I use that for the hardwood floors, and then for the other areas that are not, I use a Swiffer, and actually, so I don't always use a Swiffer brand. Last time, actually, I just got the Walmart brand, and
Hmm.
they were way more soapy.
Juicier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I felt like they cleaned better in a way, just because you could see when you were going back and forth, you could see like there was actual like soap on the floor.
Right.
But the only downside to that, then I had to like get a like a wet like paper towel or something to make sure I got the soap off
Right. Right.
so it wasn't slippery. So it was good and not as but not great, I guess. But I do feel like it cleaned a lot better. But yeah, I used that one for all the rest of the floors in our house.
See, my thought is this. This is my thought. I think this is why you experienced what you experienced. Is the Walmart one is a little more affordable? Oh,
Hmm.
sorry, my little puppy came laid next to me. Her long nails. The Walmart ones are not as expensive as the brand ones are.
Hmm.
So I feel that more people purchase the inexpensive ones, so they rotate a lot faster the stock that they have on the shelves. So then they don't
Hmm.
get as dried out. So if you buy like the unbranded ones, they usually
Hmm.
go pretty quick. You know,
Oh,
they dry up quicker. It seems like they just sit there. But the Walmart brands or
or the off brands one,
the off
yeah.
brands is where I was looking for. Yeah, they just seem like they sell more of those, so they're more fresh. That's my thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I just happened to be there and I said, I was like, well, let me just give this one a try and see how, how it works. I was thinking that it wasn't going to be as good, but I mean, it definitely cleans. I used
Somebody,
it to clean the baseboards too, actually. I just took it and went along the wall because it was so soapy. So I said,
hmm
well, this will do a really good job cleaning that.
so that
But
Swiffer cleaner, like if you're gonna paint the walls or freshen them up, you can use. I've used it on the walls.
I've known people to just take it and go up the walls. When we had like our our foyer area, it was tile and it was taken out, so the dust was insane. It was everywhere. So I took the Swiffer and I just cleaned the walls with it and just was going up and down, and like it cleaned the walls. And then
Right.
I, wasn't struggling because I didn't have to get on a ladder or anything. I was able
hmm
to use that to get all the way up and down.
Yeah.
So
I see people
I'm
do
a
that. I've
big
done it.
big fan of the Swiffer.
I believe my wife is too. I'm not sold on it
I
personally.
mean, it's nice. I mean, there's a different ones. Yeah, I just use the ones that you just put on. I do have I guess it's like a Swiffer, but it's not Swiffer brand, that has like a microfiber thing on it
hmm
for the wood floors, and you can use a little squeeze thing and just it sprays it and clean it. It's
Oh
not
yeah, yeah,
exactly Swiffer brand, but it's an off brand, and I use that too.
yeah. We got a steam mop, and that's usually what
Yes,
she
I
uses
have
to
one of
clean the
those too.
floors. Is the
That's
steam, and we got
amazing.
real hardwood floors, and she'll
Right.
use it on that, and it hasn't damaged it. We've been doing it for years, so. But steam
No,
mops
that's
to clean, like,
those. Oh, the satisfaction that I get is so weird.
you're a weirdo, but
I know, but
it
like
works.
it does, because it's like if any kind of little drop of whatever gets on the floor, especially if it's something that was sticky, that thing, you just like go over it once and it's like magic. It just takes it off. But then to see, like I clean my floors often, but to see the water that comes out of those is so disgusting. But it's also so satisfying because it's like, oh, okay, now this is nice and clean. But now nobody come over here with your shoes on, please.
Yeah, our steam mop steams, and it's got one of those pads on it,
Hmm.
so it kind of comes through the pad, and then when you like, we're not filthy people, but we're not the most like
You're
your
not
house is
cleaning.
always freaking like spotless. I don't know how you do it, but
No, not always, but
well, every time that I've seen it, it is. But um, it's not probably as clean as yours is, but it's clean. You know what I'm saying? And
right, right.
when you pull that pad off that steamer, I'm like, holy smokes, that
Hmm.
freaking floor was nasty.
I know it's so gross, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, I mean that's kind of so that's our I guess our tips for doing floors and kind of bathroom touch ups. I personally believe Lisa on having a schedule because ever since we talked about it last time, I've kind of been trying to do that more so.
Hmm.
It's just hard to beat it in your head when you've been doing it a certain way for so long,
Right.
you know. But it
Mm.
makes more sense doing the schedule thing, and it's so easy because like when you do like just like I'm getting ready to do today, do a touch up in a basement bathroom.
Hmm.
It's just I mean literally I'm in and out in 5-10 minutes.
Right, because you already done like the harder part of it, so it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And yeah, you make the schedule and then okay, bathrooms every Wednesday, let's just say. Then the next Wednesday that you're doing it, it's not like you're going to have to put that much effort into it
Right.
because you just cleaned it the week before.
Right.
So,
It's not like you're
if
doing
you
a
leave
deep
it
clean.
for a month, then yeah, that's going to
Right.
take you a lot longer, but yeah,
You know,
just it makes it so much easier so you're not spending so much time doing each task.
yeah, I kind of like to do a deep clean per se once a
Hmm.
month. But I just really just go in there. Obviously, stop at the start at the top. Do your mirrors, your lights, or whatever. Do all that, and then countertops, and then keep on working your way down to the floor, right? And that's kind of what I do with what I call my little touch-up, quick bathroom thing.
Hmm.
Is start from the top, work your way down, and then
Right.
as you're doing that, you can go through it at the end of the month and do a deep clean.
Hmm. Yeah,
You know
totally.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
do you have any tips on like just day to day life of cleaning the kitchen and stuff?
Well, a kitchen thing that I do like is called the Scrub Daddy for dishes. Scrub Daddy or Scrub Mommy. So basically, it's a sponge, but it's a harder sponge. It gets soft when you use it. Put the water in it, but it you can it doesn't collect any like mildew or any of that kind of stuff. Like some people use rags or regular sponges, and those after a while I don't know, they just smell nasty, and they collect a lot more of the like the mildew and germs, I guess, from the food. So I like the Scrub Daddy. It's like filtered, I guess, too. Like the holes are different and it's like a more breathable sponge, I guess. That one is my favorite sponge to use for washing the dishes. They have a few different kinds. They have a more like abrasive one if you need to clean harder, like tough grease or, harder messes. They came up with a scrub mommy, which half of it is a soft sponge, and then the other side is a little bit of the harder sponge. So depending on what you need to clean, what either side you just flip it over. That one is the one that we currently have actually for cleaning the dishes. And then of course, they go into holiday ones. So now they even have ones that look like, little Christmas trees, little
Oh,
snowmen.
cool.
Because usually it's just a circle and it has two eyes and a little smile. And
Right.
it's a cute little thing. But yeah, now they have ones for the holidays, just to get you to buy. Oh, look how cute! It has a Christmas tree, or it's a snowman. Oh, I
Oh,
want that one.
right.
But yeah, I feel like those, and they last pretty long, and eventually they kind of start to dissipate, like just kind of fall apart, but they last quite some time. You can get packs, I think, even at Costco, maybe. I feel like we got, but Home Depot also carries them. That's where we first saw them. They were actually a Shark Tank thing a while back. So that one's one of my favorite ones. As far as a tip for cleaning, like the kitchen, I mean, I just try to clean as I go. So, like, if I'm making dinner, lunch, whatever, I'm cleaning the counter as I spill the mess. I'm not waiting till the very end to clean it all up. Um, or if I finish with that pot, I already go put it in the sink and start running water in it to try and loosen, whatever might be on there. Or while whatever's cooking, I will wash that one just so that way there's not so much at the end. Uh, then that's overwhelming as well. After you eat a meal, then trying to go and clean up all the dishes is not fun.
No, that makes sense. Just do it as you go.
Oh, because then otherwise, then the whole kitchen looks like a chaos, like somebody just went nuts in there. And yeah,
No, that makes
I mean,
sense.
I have done that. If I had a lot going on, I couldn't get it all at the same time, but I try to kind of clean as I go. Um, then what else do I clean? Well, I try to clean out the fridge, to make sure I wipe down all of that. The day before your garbage day,
Hmm.
check your fridge,
Right.
see, clean that out. If there was any nasty stuff, expired stuff, whatever, get that out there. You can even just take that time then to wipe down a shelf or two while you're in
Hmm.
there. Actually, I do have a tip for the oven. So
Okay.
I don't know about you, but how your oven is, but my oven was disgusting. And I used baking soda and vinegar because they say, that is the best one.
Hmm.
So, when you open the door and the inside, it gets all splashed from grease or whatever you have cooked in there.
Right.
And it just left like a nasty film on there, and I has been trying and trying. I let it set overnight. I made some kind of paste and let it set overnight because that's what you're supposed to do. It didn't work. Nothing was working. Even mom helped me one time, and our arms were so tired because we were scrubbing so hard, and nothing was working. So I
Wow.
actually used it's called barkeepers. I don't know. It's a powder, and I sprinkled it on there and put a little bit of water on there. And I did use a little bit of a sponge. I didn't have to go, my arm wasn't sore. And I just wiped it just a little bit, and and my oven looks like it's brand new again. It's amazing.
So that stuff, barkeepers have it in the powder and the paste,
Uh
right?
huh.
Or just the brand itself
Hmm.
is phenomenal. Hey, we're looking for a sponsor, barkeeper. It works great.
No, yeah, I love that. I use it to clean out my sinks, my stainless steel, like the sinks in the kitchen. It will clean that out so perfectly and be all shiny. I use that one for, you can use that for a lot of different spots.
Hmm.
But yeah, once I used that for the oven, I was just so surprised and so happy that it worked because I've been trying and trying to get that stuff off forever.
It
So
works
that one,
so
if
well.
your oven is nasty, I recommend that because it will definitely help.
I think every house should have at least the general purpose, multi-purpose bars keeper paste,
Hmm.
or just like a squeeze bottle.
Yeah,
It comes out
I
like
haven't used
toothpaste.
this. I haven't used a squeeze bottle, but I've just used the powder. But yeah, whatever of that
Yeah,
brand, feel like is
'cause
pretty amazing.
it does wonders. It's really good stuff. So even if like on your do you have a glass top stove? Yeah, right.
No,
No, I thought you had. Okay, so we've got a glass top stove, and you could put some on there. Like when you have spillovers, and it'll
right,
bake on a glass. You put it on there, and just like kind of let it sit for a couple minutes, and then it just wipes right off.
right. That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what they put in that stuff, but
Yeah, I
it
mean, yeah,
works.
it might not be the most. It might not be very clean cleaning product, like a clean, like non-toxic, but
Right.
I'm still gonna use it. It still
Yeah.
works really well. So
Yeah. I'm definitely for if it's gonna make my job easier or do my duties easy. I'm able to do my duties easier. I'm gonna use whatever product or tool, whatever it is, to
right,
to
yeah.
help me along.
I mean, I try to use ones that are not as toxic, but I mean, for some things,
Right.
we still use that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that one is one of my favorites, I would say, for the cleaning. And then otherwise, I use Mrs. Meyer's a lot for
Hmm.
the kitchen stuff because since it's like, non toxic. What else do I use in there? I apologize for the wind. If you could hear the
Duh.
crackling sounds in my house, the wind is strong today. I hear it, so I don't know if everybody else could hear it,
Is
but
the what is it? The wolf? Is he out there blowing?
he's trying. He's blowing hard, that's for sure.
Oh boy.
Um,
Yeah. So like when you do your clean your kitchen, right? And I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not the one that cleans the kitchen. My wife's usually the one.
mhm,
She has a very particular way on how she cleans her kitchen and what she uses,
mhm,
which she got her steps figured out and what works for her.
right,
So I'm like, whatever, I mean, and that's anybody who has their way. You do it your way. And as I
right,
would
right.
say, like I tell my wife, I'm like, you do you, boo. Okay.
Mhm,
Um, but she'll cook and she cleans as she's cooking. And then after dinner is ready or whatever, and we eat, then she'll
mhm.
go in there and, clean the countertops completely down and
Oh
then
yeah,
cleans the
she's
stove down. And
immediately
yeah, just
doing
like
it all.
everything. And like, and I don't even know what she uses. I think she just uses the laundry soap and water scrubby thing on the counters. She
Hmm.
does that, and then
Yeah,
uses
I
a
feel like I've seen her do that.
and then a microfiber to dry them off. She doesn't use a dish towel because you think about the dish towel that's in there, it's got grease, serves,
You
whatever is on
wiped
there.
your hands on something else, yeah, so you're
Mm-hmm.
not going to use it to wipe your
You should
clean
just spreading
counter.
stuff around.
Hmm.
And you got to think about
Definitely.
too. It is the kitchen, so you are cooking in there. You don't want to spread any kind of bacteria stuff either. Get anybody
Right, yeah,
sick.
I mean, if
And
you're
this,
cooking chicken and you touch a towel,
hmm
yeah, that would not
so
be so
that's
great.
definitely there. But yeah, just she does her thing. But I found um, that like if you're gonna do a real deep clean, is kind of start at the top.
Mhm.
Do your vent hood and then your cabinets and then your counters or whatever, and just work all the way down to the floor. And it's like you
Yeah,
don't want to be down at the floor and you forget your vent hood. Now you got to go up there and clean that. Now you got to clean your counter again and clean your floor
because
again.
of
It's just
whatever fell
yeah,
off. Yeah. No, yeah, totally. Start from the top and go
yeah,
down. Even just cleaning out, like you wouldn't think cleaning your silverware drawer, you wouldn't think any like dust or anything gets in there,
a
but it
lot. It
does.
does. It
Like
does.
it was pretty alarming actually when I did
Hmm.
mine. I took, I was gonna be putting the clean dishes from the dishwasher in there, and I was like, that looks not so great. Let me go ahead and wipe this silverware like container thing down first
Right.
before I put them in the drawer. And yeah, it was alarming because, it's not like we keep that drawer open, like
Right.
it closes, but in those drawers, it's something to think about too, just to kind of wipe those down as well if you're
Right.
doing more of a deep clean.
Hmm. Yeah. My wife actually told me that she was putting the dishes away and the silverware, and she's like, "Hey, can you take this drawer silverware thing? Because we got a wood divider for
Hmm.
all our silverware in our drawer." And she's like, "The knife's just slipping under it," and I'm like, "Okay." So I looked at it and I'm like, "Yeah, looks like it needs some touch up." So I went ahead and brought down the garage, and here's another here's the rabbit hole effect. So I just needed to fix that one thing.
Oh,
No, I couldn't just do that. I took
oh,
the
I,
whole thing
well,
apart.
I figured.
It took the whole thing apart, sanded it, repainted it, glued it wherever it needed to be glued, and just cleaned it all up. So it's like but yes, I was when I pulled that tray out, I was like, oh my god, there's a bunch of dust and stuff in here.
And it's a wild because it's like you don't keep it open all day. Like
No,
it's closed. Well, how does that stuff get
yeah,
in there?
yeah.
It's
You
no.
grab it like when you're gonna go grab silverware, right? When you grab silverware out of there, it's not like you're grabbing silverware. It's not like you're opening the pantry up and grabbing chips where there's chips and bread or whatever in there.
Right. Yeah, it's
I don't understand it, but it
no, I
happens.
don't either. It's wild how much like dust just collects in general. I know it's, parts of our skin and, stuff like that, but it's wild how quickly it can
Hmm.
accumulate. And it's like, I just dusted that spot yesterday. Are you kidding me? Like, where did that come from? Or sweeping the floors? Oh my God. I feel like I'm sweeping, or sometimes I just run the vacuum over it because I
Yeah,
don't want to sweep. But
yeah.
I'm like, I literally, because Jax, we don't have a dog, so I have to make sure I am sweeping or vacuuming under the kitchen table after
Hmm.
meals because sometimes Jackson misses. So, um, but yeah, I'm like I just vacuumed like every day, between that and sweeping. I'm like, how is this floor like? Where did all these things come from?
Right,
Yeah, that's something I'll never understand, but it makes cleaning, that's why I think it makes cleaning harder too because people are like frustrated that they just did it and they have to do it again.
right. No, it yeah, it's just one of those. This comes down to one of those everyday general things that just happens that we've got to do. I
Hmm.
know we vacuum before we mop the floors, regardless.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
That's just
definitely.
something just something to do.
Yeah, oh
Um,
totally.
I just feel that if I sweep, it doesn't get it as good as if I vacuum it.
Yeah, I know sometimes I feel like, yeah, I'll sweep, but then I feel like, yeah, the vacuum is stronger so it can really
Hmm.
collect all of the things. So yeah, I definitely am a fan of the running the vacuum over. Mom always would be like, you're using the vacuum?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, make your job easier."
Oh
We're
yeah,
Work easier, not harder. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
exactly. Well, here's the thing with the vacuum. Like, if you're sweeping and you got hardwood floors, like I said, we have real hardwood floors, and depending on the season, they will open up. The cracks will
Mm,
open up a little bit. So if you sweep, it gets in those cracks. And I've seen it
right.
because we've swept, and sometimes I'll be go back and get ready to mop or whatever, and you can
Hmm.
see the dog hair sticking up.
In between.
You get right. So I'm like, well, if I would have just vacuumed, they would have sucked everything
I
up in
sucked
there
it up
too. Yes.
instead.
So
Yeah.
it just makes it. I think sweeping is kind of the old school mentality, right?
Yeah.
Where
I mean,
vacuum is
it
just
does the job, but yeah.
right. I think
Yeah.
vacuuming is definitely the way to go before you mop it.
Oh,
So
definitely.
yeah, carpet, cleaning carpet or vacuuming. Do you put anything on it before you vacuum? 'Cause I
No,
know.
and I know a lot of people do, but I
Do they
never
still?
I feel like people still do, but
Yeah.
and I see it still like in the stores, so they must do it. I mean, I feel like maybe like cleaning companies, like if you hired like a maid or like a
Hmm.
cleaning help. I
Right.
feel like they might just to make it smell nicer, but yeah, I'm not one that's sprinkling powder or whatever it was. I had
Right.
a friend that her mom always did that, and I was like, "What is your mom doing? Sprinkling
Yeah.
powder on the floor?"
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not one to do that. Don't think that that sitting in your rug is or your carpet is probably the best idea, so I know I'm not one to do that. I'll just vacuum it and be done with it instead. I
Yeah.
mean,
You're not a fan.
yeah, I just don't think I don't know if it really works or does. If it just gets stuck in your rug and vacuum or rug and carpet anyway, if it just gets
Yeah.
stuck in there and like whatever like oils or whatever that's in there to
And then it
make
gets
it
stuck to
smell
that.
better, it's gonna get stuck in there.
Yeah.
And then I just don't know if if that's going to deteriorate the carpet more. I don't know. That's just the way I
Yeah.
think.
Well,
I'm
it
not
doesn't have
sold on that
any.
idea.
Right. And I kind of feel the same way on certain things myself. I don't feel that the powder sticks. How would you say? I don't think the powder helps. Besides, to just give the room a good scent,
Smell, you're
right?
right.
But then if you have like I mean, me personally, I'll go in the theater room and I'll just lay on the floor, on the carpet, right? And
Hmm.
just stretch that with Marley and this and that. And well, Marley's got oils on her fur.
Well,
Us
yeah.
humans got fur. Got fur. We got
Oils.
oil on our
Speak
skin,
for
and
yourself.
we've had oils on there, and it gets on a carpet, right? Well, then
Hmm.
you go back and you sprinkle this stuff on there, right? Well, that stuff's got
Hmm.
to stick to the oils in the carpet.
Well,
I mean,
true.
that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm not a. It's not a fact
Yeah,
thing.
I don't
I don't
really know
know, but
anything about that either.
so I just don't use it, and I just go in there and vacuum. But I will say when I vacuum carpet, right, rooms with the carpet in it, I
Hmm.
try to go in at least two, if not three, different
The
directions.
different directions. Yeah.
Hmm. And that feels that that's they say they like to get a really good carpet cleaning. If you
Hmm.
want to do a deep clean of it, to
Hmm.
vacuum in 360 degrees.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, in all different directions, clean it that way.
Hmm.
Because then it pushes the piles of the carpet in different directions. So,
Oh,
and
all
then
right.
I just seen somebody. I think I want to say it was on TikTok or something. They used a carpet rake. So if you
Oh, yeah, I've seen that on TikTok as well, actually.
especially if you have pets, which I think
Mhm,
we're going to end up getting one because the fur, when you vacuum, it'll suck it up in the vacuum, right? But it doesn't
mhm.
get it as good. And then if it's a lot of fur, it gets hung up inside the vacuum, gets your vacuum dirty, and now you got to take your vacuum apart and clean it all out. So this vacuum rake will actually you can um, or the vacuum rake, this carpet rake, you can rake all the fur and hair and stuff off of it, and then vacuum. So, and it looks really cool because it moves the piles in different directions.
Right.
It
Yeah.
lifts
I
them
mean,
back
I
up.
think, yeah, definitely if you have a pet, that would definitely
Hmm.
be a good idea.
And they actually make one of those. I think a brand called Lily
Hmm.
makes one of these. Like they're like a squeegee, but they're you know a rubber handle type thing, and you can use it
Right.
in your car too if you have animals or pets in your
Oh,
car,
okay.
and it'll get that fur off. I just found this out because I was in my truck and I was vacuuming it, and I was like, where's all this freaking fur? And I'm like, I know I got Marley, but I'm like, it looked like I had a herd of dogs in there, you know. So I was looking at
Right.
different products, and that I was like, oh yeah, I need to get one of those. So
That's a good
um,
idea.
yeah, keep that going.
I have
Candles.
a carpet cleaner that I
Hmm.
use. Um, it's called the Bissell Little Green Portable Carpet Cleaner,
Hmm.
and that thing works so well.
Really.
We've had, whether it's, wine that's spilled or a throw up
Hmm.
or just anything, dirt, whatever, that little machine is it's amazing. It works so
Really.
well. I've actually used it on because it has different little like brushes that come with
Uh
it.
huh.
So like ones that are not as abrasive. Um, and Jackson had spilled something on the couch, and I was like, "Oh no!" I think it was milk, honestly. So obviously that's not something we
Right.
want. So I got out, I switched the little handle for it, and I cleaned it, and then I was also disgusted because I'm like, wow, the couch needs to definitely be cleaned. But
A rabbit
it
hole.
got it got it out like so well. The milk came out right away. Cool. Also, I was quickly to get it out, but it cleans so well. And like I said, like it cleaned the carpet with wine. One time somebody Jackson was playing catch with somebody and a beer spilled.
Oh my god.
And so that went on like a light gray carpet,
Hmm.
and so obviously that was you could see it like really noticeable. I got that machine out and cleaned it, and it looked brand new again. So that
Huh.
one is, and that one, it's fairly and inexpensive. I think it's like maybe, I mean, I guess it's still expensive, but it's maybe between 65 to like $80
Oh,
depending
that's not
the
bad.
different kinds. So I mean, yeah, I mean it's not crazy expensive, but it
Right.
definitely works. It's better than renting, a whole rug doctor and all of that. I mean, if you want to do a more thorough cleaning in your whole carpets, then, that would be the way to go. But for little messes here and there, or even like for the couch. So then I went down after I cleaned that little part. I started cleaning the rest of the couch with it because there's two tanks. There's one with the cleaning solution, and then there's one with that the water comes out, so you see what it looks like. So I went down. I'm like, oh well, we might as well. We already are here, so we might as well just go ahead and do it. And I
Marley's
ended
over
up.
here knocking over the desk.
She wants to be part. You're the cause, Marley, of
Yeah,
some of
you're the
these
cause.
problems.
Yes, that's right. Though I wouldn't give her up.
Oh no, she's the sweetest. But yeah, so that's one that I definitely use often for any kind of spills. I would suggest for the carpets, or even if just like you want to like a refresh, like the stairs are a big traffic area. So I clean it with that sometimes too, just to kind of give it like a little refresh.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been looking or been wanting. I shouldn't say looking, but I've been wanting to get one of those carpet cleaners because we didn't have carpet in this house for many
I
years.
was gonna say, yeah,
And
I
then we
remember.
got the theater room done when I finished it, and then when I did the new spare bedroom down here in the basement, we got carpet in there, and I'm like, you probably need to get one. And then with the upholstery, like you were saying, the couch stuff, it works out really well.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, yeah,
yeah,
and it did. It has, yeah. I think it has two or three different little like handle attachments that you can use for different things. Like if you really need to scrub, I've unfortunately had to scrub throw up out of carpet. So
yep,
the more abrasive one obviously worked a lot better with that. And like I said, and it was not a nice color. So
right,
after I used that machine, it was back to normal. So I'm, that one is definitely one of my favorite household tools for sure.
yeah, it makes sense to have one. I got to look at. look into getting one because you can also use it in the cars as well too. So
Yeah, totally.
so yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
makes
their
well.
multi-purpose use, not necessarily just the carpet. But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like if you have a pet too, it's probably with the amount of drool and all of
Oh
that,
my god.
probably a better to clean.
Yeah. So another tip that I want to share, or product, I should say, not so much a tip, but a tip as well, is microfibers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Yes.
buy I want to say a pack of 10 of these
Mm-hmm.
at Harbor Freight for like nothing. I want definitely under $10, right? So I get a green one to do my actual wiping down cleaning stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they come in two colors. So I use the green one because then I can see the filth on the towel itself,
Right.
right? And then I get use the purple one to do like the polish behind it. The like when you clean your countertops and wipe them down. I
Oh,
use
okay,
this
yeah.
after it's been cleaned. I use this to kind of just dry it up and polish it up inside the sink, the commode, all that stuff like that. So that's a good way. And microfibers are generally great products, anyways, because they pick up everything. They're
They
like
do.
kind of like a Swiffer thing, but
Yeah, no, they're a really great
and they have two sides.
multi-surface. Yeah, I've noticed that one's a little bit softer and one not it's not really abrasive, but it has a little bit of a texture to it.
Right.
Um, I love using those on my stainless steel appliances
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, it really makes them shiny again, gives them life.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't
yeah,
give them life.
we use those microfiber towels for all kinds of things, whether it's outside stuff or inside the cars, windows. I gave Jackson one to clean his little cars outside.
And
But yeah,
then,
I think even Home Depot, I think you can get a pack of, I don't even know, I think I found one that says a pack of 24, like the Home Depot brand for
uh huh,
$10. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean, they're fairly inexpensive um, little towels to help you clean, make your
I
life
like
easier.
to get the ones that don't have an edging on them. You see, they don't have no edging.
Oh, mm-hmm. I
That's the
haven't
ones
seen
I,
those.
yeah, that's the ones I like. Because sometimes you can, like, if you have especially if you have black appliances or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and the edging may have like a looks like fishing line filament to tie it
Oh,
to
to tie it
sew it,
together. Mm-hmm.
then it scratched it up. So, but
Oh, true.
I keep these four
Mm-hmm.
in a cleaning bucket that we use to clean the bathrooms with, their kitchen, not so much the kitchen, but the bathrooms and the rest of the house.
Right. Oh,
Um,
you and your little bucket, your
yeah,
cleaning bucket,
my
walking
little
around the house.
yeah. See, I mean,
How cute. No, and it makes it easier too. Like,
yeah.
especially, yeah, going up and down the stairs or trying to struggle carrying all these different products. Definitely a good
And then
idea.
for a quick clean, like in like so down here in the basement, I have a kitchen down here, and this is what I use to do my barbecue and my grilling, because I have everything that I need down here for that. So
Hmm.
when I'm done doing that, whether I'm cooking a chicken, beef, whatever I'm cooking, right? Um, After I get done
Hmm.
and it's all the meats on the grill, I use these.
The Clorox disinfecting wipes.
Mm,
Yes, we are a huge fan of those as well.
I just don't want to. I'm scared of spreading germs or
No,
getting
I
somebody sick.
agree.
So
Yes, anytime like anyone around here is starting to feel like a cold or is sneezing or oh, I don't know if I feel good. I'm like, let me get that tub out. What did you touch? I'm
right.
getting the light switches, the door handles,
Mm-hmm.
all of those. Even actually, I use that on my kitchen counters because
Mm-hmm.
I had dropped a piece of chicken on the counter. So I'm like, oh, that
Yeah.
I in just like the cleaning product that I use, the Mrs. Meyer one, that I feel like that's not going to clean or get like any of the chicken salmonella whatever
Right.
bacteria out. So I will just go ahead and use one of those Clorox wipes
Yeah.
and just wipe it down and then I feel safer and better about it. But yeah, I use those. We have I think it was a Costco pack. I honestly have one in probably every bathroom
Yeah, so do we.
and in the kitchen.
Yep.
I really like those
Yeah,
things.
because I mean, this thing is it's there's 85 wipes
Hmm.
in this jug. So we have granite, granite countertops throughout the house, right?
Hmm.
And then in my kitchen down here in the basement, they're granite as well. And it
Right.
literally takes me one little wipe to
Oh
do the
yeah.
whole counter and do the stove, do everything, the faucets, everything that could have been touched. I go
Hmm.
ahead and do that one little wipe.
Right.
So,
No, yeah. It works well for just a small little wipe for
hmm
sure. There's
yeah, and then
enough
so I'll do the
cleaning there.
refrigerator handles, and then with that same wipe, I'll go back out towards the grill or the smoker, and I'm doing door handles and doing
Right.
all that.
Retracing your steps that you went
Yeah,
out of.
um,
No, that's a great idea.
just not to spread the yucks and gets anybody sick. There's nothing more miserable than having a horrible belly ache.
Oh God, yeah. No thanks.
So yeah, those work really well.
I
And
mean, they are strong smelling, so if
yes,
that's the only thing, yeah, try to make sure you have like a window open or something
hmm
if you're really cleaning with any of that kind of stuff,
yeah,
or not have children around because it's strong.
yeah, do that. And then also another product that I like using is
Lysol powder bathroom cleaner.
this does really good on I've found it does better on like the hard shell showers, like the fiberglass
Oh,
showers and stuff like that.
yeah.
This works better on that. I found um, the Clorox works really well on it, but
Hmm.
this is good stuff too. And it's also 99.9 disinfectant like the Lysol spray.
Okay.
So, like using those wipes on a countertop, like we were just talking about, you can use that Lysol stuff as well.
Right.
So, that's another good way. And we're coming up into the time where everybody's going to be getting sick and colds and this and that.
Yep.
So, if you want to do a microfiber towel, Lysol, spray it on there, and go through the house and start wiping stuff down.
Yep. Remotes, light switches, doorknobs, those are the main ones definitely to keep clean.
Yes. So that's like the best cleaning tip that we can give you guys on that.
Yeah. Especially, yeah, like you said, with the weather's changing and
Mm-hmm.
just the clean sickness is going around, I'm sure. Yeah, just clean the things that you are touching. Even I mean, it might sound weird, but like I'll even clean my steering wheel. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm sneezing or if
Mm-hmm.
I somebody else was by me that sneezed. So like, especially well during COVID time, I think that's when I started getting into that
Right.
habit.
That's what I was getting ready to say to myself.
Wiping down my steering wheel. And I used to keep one of those containers of the Clorox bleach wipes in my car because I was probably a little
Here.
crazy at that time. But
That's okay.
um, I definitely was wiping down my steering wheel. So yeah, definitely now if I am sick or somebody else is sick that touches the steering wheel, I definitely clean that up as well. But yeah, anything that you are touching, but definitely remotes, TV remotes, light switches, and door handles are
Mm-hmm.
recommended.
Yeah. Yeah. I should keep one of those white canisters in my work van.
Mm,
Being on construction sites, and we had to work through during COVID. We
right.
worked through it. So um,
Yeah, I mean, I did too. So,
yeah, so it's
yeah.
just like, why take a chance of bringing some of that stuff if you can wipe down? And really, I think what the whole COVID thing was, speaking about cleaning, is people not being cleanly. They
Right.
would sneeze in their hand and then wipe on their shirt or whatever, or
Oh,
not
yeah.
wash their hands, or go to the bathroom and not wash their hands, and just, you
Well,
know,
it's it's so alarming. Like especially when I did work for Home Depot, and even before COVID even happened, and I would be at my break and go use the restroom and go to wash my hands, and I see people like just going and then walking out the door. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, and it was very alarming because I feel like women should naturally are more cleanlier than men, but apparently not because there was
no.
so many that just did not even wash their hands at all.
So this
So,
is true facts here. I've been in a males correction facility, in a prison,
mhm,
males,
mhm.
and I've been in a females prison.
Well, yeah, doing work. Let's just clarify,
Right, right. Just
not as
do
an inmate.
right. Just do, yeah, as going in and doing work. Um, and by far, the women's prison
Was nastier.
is a whole lot nastier, and the women
Yes.
are so much more disgusting. They're so nasty. Just the gestures that were going on. So I
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, so yeah, wash your hands after you
Yeah.
go to stores and all of that,
Even
just
after you clean your
because.
house, just wash your hands up, get the chemicals back off your hands, clean up. It's really
Hmm.
what it comes down to. And if you start getting more into that habit of just thinking of cleaning, right? Then
Hmm.
you start doing more cleaning around your home, and it's a natural habit then. So
Right. Totally.
um, and do watch out for what products you use. Obviously, some don't waste your money on a lot of the cheaper products
Hmm.
or generic products, because some generic products don't work as good as the name brand products, right?
Right. And some of the gimmick ones that, they try to sell you might not work as well either.
Right. So save, yes, it does cost more upfront, but you can mo I say how you'll spend more upfront, but you may end up using way less of a product. And then since you paid more, that product's going to stretch out longer. Where you only buy one of those jugs, bottles, whatever it is, you may end
Hmm.
up buying two or three of the generic ones. That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
It's
But
true.
a
Yeah.
lot of times, the store brand ones, right?
Hmm.
Um, somebody's got to make it for them. So think about that as well too.
Right. It's
Somebody's
true.
make so. There's nothing wrong with saving. If you want to, right?
Right.
Uh,
It just, you might run out of it faster or it just might not do as good of a job.
right.
But
Just be
I mean,
smart on your
yeah,
research and product.
do what you need to do. Do whatever, works for you.
Right.
Um,
Now, if you've been using that generic brand product for years and it's worked, continue using it. Don't go
right,
change
yeah.
because we're saying this works out really well for us.
Right.
So, with that being said, too, don't let anybody influence you to buy something that you don't really know anything about either. So,
Yeah, do your research on
yeah.
yourself.
Um, and we've I'm Lisa and I'm 100% sure that Lisa has bought dozens of different products that didn't work, and
Oh
then
yeah, plenty.
she's come to the conclusion this is the stuff that works for me. So with
Hmm.
that being said, everybody has their, like me. I clean the floors down here in the basement, right? So I got a squirt bottle that's got water and Fabuloso in it. Why do I
Oh,
use Fabuloso? It's because
so it
that's what
smells
my
good.
mom did, and it smells
Well,
good,
right.
you know. So it's
Hmm.
one of those things. So kind of when I'm doing it, I was like, oh, I remember this smell when I was younger, blah
Right.
blah.
It brings you back to
Yeah.
memories.
So and it's really easy. I just do the squirt bottle on the. It's got the it's that laminate flooring from Home Depot.
Right, yeah.
Right. So I just spray it on there and then do like a microfiber mop back and forth.
Hmm.
And I do, I use that and it works out great. So just
I
use
mean,
whatever
yeah,
you
do
think
what
works
you
for you, is basically what we're
totally.
saying.
But
So
just be careful when mixing products,
very true.
please.
Yes. Just be careful with
And
that.
if you're using lots of bleach or any of that, open a window. don't get, you don't want to get a headache. You don't want to feel lightheaded, whatever. Please be careful.
Right. And then if you have like a little Bluetooth speaker, put it on your bucket, or get it,
Oh
bring it in the
yeah.
bathroom,
I
and
totally forgot to mention that. Yeah. Like when I clean, oh, you bet there's music flowing. There's a
yeah,
podcast I'm listening to. Either of the two things is definitely distracting me and making me enjoy the cleaning a
yeah.
lot more.
Throw your earbuds on, whatever the case. Just do
Hmm.
something. It definitely makes the time go faster. So,
Yeah, it just
mm,
distracts you from, oh, I'm cleaning this blinds. Oh my gosh, I don't like cleaning this blind, but hey,
right.
I'm listening to blah, blah, blah. Or, I'm hearing a story, I'm hearing whatever. But
It,
yeah.
it's like seeing those TikTok videos, right? Of like the husbands in there, mopping the floors and dancing and doing all this, and the wife walks in, and she's like,
Like,
"What are you
what is
doing?"
going on?
Yeah, it's like,
No,
"Hey, he's jamming out, getting it done."
yeah, I can say that when I usually am doing it when no one's home, but I drop Jackson off at school, I do my, workout, whatever, and then I keep my earbuds in, and then I just go to town and just clean and listen to my music and, dance like no one's watching. I don't care. Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes the job done easier, so enjoy it a little bit.
yeah, definitely enjoy it and do your thing, get it done. So, with that being said,
I think we'll
thank you, everybody.
wrap it up. Yeah.
Yeah, wrap it up. Oh,
Thank you, everyone.
I do want to ask one thing.
Okay.
If anybody, or if our listeners that are
Hmm.
listening to us or watching us, if you guys can please send a comment to us, letting us know where you're from and where you're listening from,
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah.
and then if you have any questions, or hey, you want to, like, what, it doesn't matter what the question is, hey, what color tree lights, or what brand, or whatever, I'm using back here, whatever it is. Send us a question, or you want, how old is Lisa, or how old was she when she used lipstick, or I mean, just whatever. Yeah, I'm just making stuff up, but um,
Right. Or any topics, um,
yeah,
too. We'll take
send us
those
send us
requests.
that. Send us a request on kind of a topic on that, and then also, like I said, send us where you guys are from, where you're listening from. I'm really interested to see how far out our people are listening.
Yeah.
That'd be really neat to put on a map and just see how far
To
we're going
see.
out.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
So, with that being said, God bless every one of y'all, and thank you for tuning in and streaming and viewing and all of the above.
Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Wednesday, you do that every week. Every week
Yeah.
you do that. It's
Yeah.
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Lisa.
Yeah. Wednesday. See you next Wednesday. I need more coffee. Bye. Thank you guys for always supporting our show. Please subscribe and review on Apple Podcasts. Follow and rate on Spotify or subscribe on YouTube. Two Voices, One Life Podcast. That's the number 2 Voices, One Life Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and TikTok. That's 2V1 Life Podcast. Also, our Facebook, Two Voices, One Life Podcast. We hope you guys have a great week and catch the new episode next Wednesday. Bye.